Imagine the UCI Mountain Bike World Cup is a delicious cake.
What flavor of cake?
Chocolate. But what you need to focus on is that each World Cup win is like a delightful slice of that cake. And with each stop, there's less and less cake left for other racers.
Okay, so this delicious cake is actually the center of all this potential for conflict?
Indeed, because even for teammates or friends, more for me equals less for you. Zero sum.
Some serious time lost from Courtney there, but...
Everyone likes cake.
Yes, they do.
But it seems like there's always someone, or something,
Oh, and he goes down, he just loses it there!
trying to take it.
You know I run the streets, in a fast life, you know what it's gonna be. My environment. Always keep it G. You know I run the streets, in a fast life, you know what it's gonna be.
The second track of the DH World Cup season is off of the UCI's Greatest Hits album.
It's the most physical of the season, I think.
It's 2.8 kilometers of punk rock combining high speeds with 50 shades of rough.
It's really easy to break a wheel, flat a tire, or crash. That track is gnarly.
Oh! Massive crash for Gwyn!
And if you worry about the weather,
You're in the wrong place, mate.
This race is so hard to win.
Oh! He goes down, he just loses it there! Bruni hits the deck!
On the moment, just after qualifying, I really thought I would not be able to race. I couldn't move anymore.
I'll ask you guys a question. Go for it. How long until Finn beats Loic?
Since he's been in the team, I think he really wants to be the best, and I can feel it. He's not scared of assuming that. He's just, Loic, I want to beat you. And I'm like, no, you're not.
I mean, he beats me and I'm like, I wish I could beat him, but I know that I have the speed, I have all the support in the world. As soon as I finish one of these good race runs, I'll have a podium.
I think Loic's more scared of Finn beating him than anyone else. And I'm sure that's why he's elevated his pace this year, because Finn's coming in so hot.
Well, the world champion appears in the start heart, Loic Bruni, the series leader. Pretty incredible that he is even starting today. He won't want to give up that leader's jersey without a fight. What can he do today then? 3.1 up. This is unbelievable from Loic Bruni. And he's going to go fastest. A 4:37, still outside that fastest qualifier.
Can't complain. From yesterday, standing up after the crash to now, I'm stoked. Considering the whole thing, I was really satisfied with the way I saved points for the overall. I could have done better, but I could have done worse.
Finn Iles now, 7th in qualifying.
People knew that I was a threat to the podium after Maribor because of my time training result as well as my qualifying result.
Oh my goodness, how hard did he hit that turn? So fast, yeah, really, to show us his potential in the elite ranks.
He's in a position where if he actually slow down, he'll go quicker.
And I think he's going to be green, is he? He's got by 2.5 seconds!
Honestly, Fort William, I wasn't so focused on beating Loic, I was focused on riding my bike well.
He goes fastest by over a second!
To me, it meant more that I knocked Greg out of first place, because Greg has won there, 7 times? I was like, oh yeah, this is a cool feeling.
That look, right there. It's the satisfied look of someone who's finally put the pieces together and for a moment is on top of the world.
until he's not.
Troy Brosnan now makes his bid. Over 3.5 seconds. 4:32 now the time to beat. That's an unbelievable time. Amity Piedon, hungry after round one. Oh man, that was quick down there. 2.7 up, this is unbelievable. Piron has got his mojo back.
On the last jump, I was watching the board and I saw it was green. And I was like, oh, yeah. And I was in the air, oh, no way, you're gonna die.
Oh my goodness! Amory Piron takes the win here in Fort William. 3.5 up and the sketchiest finish I've ever seen. Piron is back on top.
It's never easy to wear that number one, and it didn't really bring me much luck, but I enjoyed it as long as I could, and I lost it.
The rivalries between friends are always weird things. You know, you can be the best of frenemies. I can't imagine that Annika Langvad really, you know, enjoyed Kate going by her at the World Championships last year. Do you know what I mean? In Lenzerheide, it was like, I was like, wow, that's a moment there. That is a moment. I think she just wanted to go on a team and be number one, really. That's what I think. And I think it's worked for her.
I may be the number one woman on the team out of one, but when you're racing on a team with someone like Nino, you're not number one. And I think for me, that's been a huge positive.
Every team change brings new people, a whole new environment, a new bike. You have to get used to it. The change to track is really a step that I wanted to take for a long time that brings me in the right direction.
This was one of my first big team transitions. Sometimes just a change and just a fresh perspective and a new group of people around you can make a big difference in your motivation and performance in that year.
Nove Mesto Namaravi again then underway for 2019. It's going to be a 6-lap race plus a start loop.
Yeah, Kate Courtney is pushing a big gear, very powerful.
And look at the difference in cadence between Kate Courtney and Leogang and Nove. So there's your leading pair at the moment.
Anna Tauber and Leogang and Nove.
It was a little off from the beginning. We went out super hard and I was just riding really stiff and wasn't quite feeling like myself out there.
It looks like Kate Courtney is struggling with that high speed from the beginning of this race.
Ended up getting dropped. I was in third. First and second had a big gap.
Where is Courtney? There's Kate Courtney now. So some serious time lost from Courtney there, but.
The third lap, I got a flat. I had to stop, get it changed.
Oftentimes, when the slide down the leaderboard begins, an athlete's thoughts turn to damage control and salvaging a few World Cup points from a hard day at the office.
Oftentimes, but not this time.
And Kate Courtney is doing the work now again in that chasing group. Overtaking Sina Fry. But it looks like Kate is recovering.
I actually think that kind of little break was great for me. I think I was ready to go and really snapped out of it and was riding like myself.
Can she ride herself back into this race?
So a little bit of a gap between Anna Tauber and Leogang and Nove.
Kate Courtney not that far behind. So Courtney with the pace at the moment then. The world champion goes by that woman. Leogang and Nove now drops back to third place.
18 seconds.
So Courtney is coming. The world champion closes in.
Anna Tauber, one more lap for her. Still in the leads. Kate Courtney is fighting hard to close that gap.
With Ant just right in front of me, just pushed so hard.
Oh, I see the expression on her face, on her body language.
The pain written all over the world champ's face. Has Tauber got the power to get up this section cleanly? Oh, she has got off the bike, as has Kate Courtney now as well. No sign of Tauber in front of her at the moment.
Where's Anna Tauber?
And it looks now, where is Anna Talbot? So Courtney is leading this race. Well, high drama here on the last lap in Nove Mesto. What's happened to Anna Talbot?
She made a mistake in the rock garden and started having some issues, and I was able to pass her and take the win.
The Stars and Stripes strike again. Kate Courtney for the USA wins Nove Mesto, Namaravi.
I'm truly kind of amazed at how it worked out. I'm a little emotional today, but it's because it took every ounce of what I had, and I'm really proud I was able to stay focused, stay calm, and keep believing.
In my opinion, that's my best ride I've ever had.
The third act of the World Cup downhill is set to be contested on one of the riders' favourite tracks of the season.
The track in Leogang this year, I was like, what is that?
Okay, take two. Leogang, Austria. A track that solicits strong opinions.
Honestly, right from the get-go, I was just a bit too negative about the whole weekend. Whoa! And I walked the track, I was like, what the was that?
Not so many choices in the lines. The flow was so hard to get, and the speed was kind of weird because it was super fast, super slow, super fast, super slow.
People that complain are never the ones that are actually winning these races, so they might need to take a bit of a reality check and maybe start enjoying the race instead of complaining about it. That's the only way you're going to be World Cup champion.
After winning the first race, messing up the second one, how am I going to be able to bounce back after qualifying 11th?
The woods were a little bit safe, but normally if I ride safe, I'm not 11th.
These last couple weeks have been really tough.
Yeah.
Beat up.
Finals, 18th in qualifying. This man has got a lot more than that, though. Surely a mistake, Claudio, to be that far back. 20th place for this young man.
Got into the start gate. Jacko was like, when you're good, nothing can happen.
Well, this man's very dangerous as well. The world champion then on track, Loic Bruni. Here he comes then, Bruni pushing harder in Leogang. Oh, that's massive. 2.5 seconds up for Loic Bruni now then. Bruni comes across the line. Oh, it's a 3:16. Look at the time, 3.2 seconds up.
And then, yeah, people were coming down and the time was holding, and then it all came to Greg.
The fastest qualifier, the man who's won more World Cup races than anyone else in the history of the sport, Greg Bernard. Oh, he's definitely in touch, Claudio. Oh, it's going to be neck and neck in the next split, perhaps. Oh, just quarter of a second out. Here comes Greg Bernard down the waterline. He goes second by just 0.3 of a second. And it's Loic Bruni who takes his second World Cup win of 2019.
Are you eyes on the overall right now?
Yeah, for sure.
With 2 decisive wins apiece, now is the time when you might suppose that the story of this World Cup season will be one of dominance and destiny. You'd be mistaken.
This is actually just the beginning.